Hi there. I'm now 2 weeks on from 2.5 weeks on from round four. So I've made it a couple of videos today to just do some historical because I've not. It's been very busy and not so well. So I was supposed to be having only 4 rounds of pemetrexed and cisplatin. That was the original plan. I've read that you can have between 4 and 6. I'd had some issue with my hearing, but when I was referred to the audiologist, it turns out that my hearing is absolutely fine. So they think it's, I don't know, we don't know. Turns out it's not really the hearing, it's kind of more of a tinnitusy thing, which apparently is quite common with cisplatin, but it does seem to wear off with me. So I was due to start just maintenance pemetrexid on next week, but when I had the meeting with the consultant on Thursday this week, I asked him why I'd stopped at 4, and he said that it was purely down to the fact that we were concerned about the hearing, but now that that's all been cleared up and they think it's fine, that he doesn't have a problem with me having another round of the pemetrexid and cisplatin, which so he said if you feel up to it, then I'm happy to refer you for it, which is great. Obviously, I'm not looking forward to the prospect of having another week of feeling not so great, but I'm very keen to push as much as I can, as hard as I can with getting this. Now, again, this is I'm lucky. I'm lucky that my body seems to be tolerating it quite well when the blood results come back. My liver and my kidneys and everything are coping okay. So I'm really lucky in that respect. I don't particularly drink at all anymore, which I guess helps. And I drink lots of water and try to, eat healthy and still have chocolate cheese and things. But so that's really, really made me feel really positive. He's really pleased with the way things are going. I'm really pleased that we're going to push it again. So for me, from that, what I would say is that, don't be frightened to ask these questions. He was absolutely lovely when I brought it up with him. It was, he was expecting it really. But don't forget that, a lot of these things now are seeing a lot of importance in things being patient led. So you shouldn't be nervous or shy away from asking questions about, why am I only having this, or what's happening here, or, why is this happening? And ask these questions. Don't worry about asking them. They're lovely, lovely people who will do everything and anything to answer your questions and to help you and to, give you the best advice. And I was really thankful that I had asked that question and that we discussed it and decided to go ahead. So we're all really pleased that I might not feel like that in a couple of weeks when I feel rubbish, but I'm pleased that we're pushing it some more, and I feel lucky that my body is doing so well. So yeah, that was really just to say that, to just, if you feel up to it, read up on the things that you having, and find out what goes on, and find out how many rounds you can expect to have. And a lot of the information is there when they give you it. As soon as they told me what I was having, I had a huge sheet with lots of information about the 2 different types of chemotherapy that they were giving me and the effects and all sorts of things. And it said on there that usually 4 to 6 rounds is about the sort of the right sort of number. So don't worry about asking lots of questions and getting clear in your mind about what's happening, because it's all about you at the end of the day, and this is something that you're going through. So I think it helps to, if you're that kind of person. I'm a bit like, probably annoyingly sometimes, I like to be a bit in the driving seat. So when things like this happen, it can be really difficult for you, because you can feel as though suddenly you're no longer in control of anything, and everything is happening to you, and it gets really confusing with all the different things that people are talking about, and suddenly your whole life has changed. If you, like me, you've gone from being perfectly regular, and going to work every day and just behaving like you would do normally, to suddenly your life is all about hospital appointments and everything changes, and with that can come a real sort of sense of feeling completely out of control. And I think if you are able to digest some of the information, and you've got the strength and the sort of time to be able